We up yet? Not quite yet. Okay, and we're up now? Right? Yeah? It says on air, so we're on air. That's how it works, yeah? Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to stream, where we have, okay, yeah, it's up. We have 2 rows left in this, this series. I don't know why I thought this would be a fun thing to do. There is a single row where there is a single row that doesn't have a character with multiple versions. Uh, Actually, no, wait, there are 2, because this row doesn't have any either. Speaking of this row, that's where we're starting out. So, first of all, we got, Lemmy? Lemmy, okay. I like the blue with the red. Like the glider. I like the black background on the glider. I do remember liking all of the Koopaling gliders. Okay. So, let's see how this goes. Let's see, it's loading. Can you tell I've run out of things to say about this game? Because I've run out of things to say about this game. Also, yeah, I know I was supposed to be doing this yesterday. It's been a week, okay? And I mean, technically it hasn't, because, it's a different week than a few days ago, but, like, come on. Okay? So, Berlin Byways. I have to say, this controls... I play on 200cc all the time. How is that still so fast? Because I do not play this game at any other CC. Okay. Managed to only run off of the road a little bit there, as opposed to completely, so I suppose that's good. Got a blue shell on the way, don't know what I could do about that. Don't know what my goal was. I thought I could get farther with a jump. I think the lightning may have done a little bit. Don't get hit by Womp. Oh gosh, CPUs are catching up. That is new. Okay. I was not expecting that to work. And we are done. Oh, I forgot to pull up the tier list. Hang on. Why did that zoom out? Okay. Honestly, I'm giving that card a 7. It's new. It's something we haven't seen before. That's always nice. Now we remember to quit out because Then we remember to quit out. Now we've got the bike. Wait, does anybody else have this in an individual color, or is that just a Koopa? No, that's just a Koopaling thing. Huh. What about... Nope. Green, green, green. Interesting. Sorry. Getting distracted. 200cc race, let's go. Shy Guy Falls. That first turn is, like, impossible at 200cc. It's so hard. Makes time trials for this just really annoying. Because not only do you have to not fall off, but you have to grab the coins, because that is, like, most of the coins on this course. Still not as bad as that last ramp even existing, when it just throws you into a wall. But it's not easy. Most of this course was made for 150, honestly. But somehow it just barely works at 200. Very, very slightly. Like I said, slightly. Don't know how I managed to dodge that banana. That was close. Yep, of course. Not allowed to have the super horn. Turn. Okay, there we go. Well, that hasn't gone too badly. Here we go. I will say, I like the slight red. I like that. Still think the thing would look cooler with all red and the slight hint of blue, but you know, I'll give it a 7 too. And after this, I'll start freaking shiny only playthrough of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That would be... That'd be fun. Alright, Mario Circuit. I have to switch to the ATV. Look, I'm tired, guys. Okay. Alright. Versus race. Let me... ATV, where is it? There it is. Start the race, let's go! Alright. You know, it's insane to think that they're probably just, like, hours of me doing this. And okay, I like that ATV. And like, I don't think I've taken that many breaks. That being said, I also wouldn't be surprised if there was just some random obscure character in this game that I had somehow managed to never play, that I only played because I was doing this. Like, specifically the blue Inkling boy. You know, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Because I have played, it wouldn't be one of the new Booster Course Pass characters, because I played all of those when they came out. Man. Oh, ran into the walls. It's doing so good, too. But there, that race is done. Honestly, that ATV's an 8. It actually uses its secondary color. And the glider is also an 8. I love that glider. Next is Larry. Oh, shoot. Man, I'm gonna have to remember all of the Koopalings for this. Three, two, one, and quit. Yeah, I'm sure. Yep, it is Larry. Okay, and then Wendy. Oops. Okay. I think we've seen the reverse of this a few times before, but I don't think we've seen the yellow on top. I like it, honestly. SNES Rainbow Road. I love SNES Rainbow Road. You know, this is like 300 races. I've made commentary on every single course I have to have made commentary on every single course by now. Because, you know, it's like right there for me to talk about. Oh my gosh! Haven't done that before, I don't think. Is doing that with no mushroom faster than just driving around, or is the airtime that bad? But, yeah, no, this is I love this course. Because it is, you know, possible to fall off. It's just take the turns as tight as you can, and there are so many of them. You know, that's the Mario Kart gameplay I am here for. Aw, man. I was doing so good, and then I got blue shelled. But, we're finished. Honestly? 7. How many times have I said 7? Or, not 7. I mean, a lot of times. There are only 10 options, and we are way over 10. How many times do you think I've said, honestly, like it wasn't going to be that good, and then given it a score that I wouldn't have a problem with? You know, like, if I got a 7 out of 10, and it was, like, art, like 7 out of 10 people were like, man, this was really good art, I'd be happy. Like, what do those 3 people know? Majority rules. I also just don't know how to draw, so that could be part of it. Coconut Mall! Three, two, one. Man, I was playing Mario Kart Wii for the first time in forever because since the Booster Course Pass, honestly, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has just been the best Mario Kart game. Like, Mario Kart 8, like, for Wii U, has its problems. I'm never going to like that game, okay? But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Switch, I think is just currently the definitive Mario Kart game. You know, and I'm sure once the next one comes out, it'll either be really good and be the next definitive Mario Kart game, or it'll be really bad and then it'll get ported to the next system with every single fix that makes it another one of the best Mario Kart games. But basically, you know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just a really good Mario Kart game. So I haven't played Wii in a while, which is insane because Wii was my favorite. It still is my favorite Mario Kart game. Just the wacky, non-functioning physics just sort of establish what I like about Mario Kart, you know, the ability to just not be on the ground and still be winning. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. Dang it, I somehow wasn't expecting to get hit by that. But I was playing Mario Kart Wii for the first time in a while, and I saw Wii Coconut Mall, and it was insane how much they changed it. And the part that made me upset is I think I kind of like this version better. Like, I've gotten used to it, and it's very plasticky, it's very bright, and those are both things that I like. It just struck me because I'm used to playing Wii Coconut Mall. Anyway, the bike is a 6. It doesn't work as well on the bike. TV. Okay, I did hit quit. I wasn't sure if I had. Alright, single player versus race. Larry. It's my favorite ATV. Oh my god, look at this. Like, come on. That just looks cool. It just does. Especially with the blue standard. Oof. I'm gonna be honest, I really like the Koopalings, but I feel like they all have the same personality of, you know, like, little bratty kid who needs to just shut up and be dealt with. And I just think that they should get their own personalities, you know? honestly, I think that's part of why I kind of liked them when I played Color Splash. I mean, I like them in that iteration more than I liked them in the Wii games. They were kind of all the same except they had a gimmick still, but you know, it was improvement. Um, I mean, Lemmy just being a circus performer makes sense. You know, Wendy getting to keep the whole pirate ship thing, I like that. I didn't make it far in that game, and I can't complete it now because my gamepad is dead, so I don't remember much else. But those two stood out to me. Morton. I remember Morton. Because he was annoying. And very dumb. But it was nice to finally get a personality for him. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Not only is the yellow and blue always a good color scheme for the ATV, but also it just works incredibly well with Larry here. That is a 10 out of 10. The glider, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I like all of the Koopaling's gliders. So now Wendy. Man, I kind of miss the whole Milcery streams. I gotta... Maybe I'll do a Shiny Lock stream for, or a Badge Quest, that's it. I pay attention to the Pokemon side of YouTube, but not very well. Shiny Badge Quest for Scarlet and Violet, just because that seems like the easiest game to shiny hunt in. And, I don't have time to do an actually hard Shiny Badge Quest. But I really want to do one. Or maybe I'll try and figure out a way to do something similar with, with Pokemon Legends Arceus. I really like Pokemon Legends Arceus. I do want another one of those. I just like the dodge mechanics. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again, and if I haven't, I'll say it for the first time. I genuinely think the only reason I didn't like the Souls games, because I tried to play one, and it just... I couldn't get into it. Like, it was good, you know. It was good, it didn't hook me. It was really hard, and I couldn't see anything. And I just didn't like it. And I think my main problem is, first of all, I couldn't see anything, but second of all, I didn't get far enough to get the projectiles, if there were any. I love projectiles. I love dodging projectiles. I love using projectiles. They just make games I play more fun to me. I'm a zoner, okay? And I think that's the reason why I prefer Pokemon Legends Arceus over the Souls games, is because you get a projectile. and the enemy gets a projectile, so it's not like you it's not like it's unfair. You know, you're trapped in a rather small area too. It's not like it's unfair to you. But it's all projectile based, and I like that. Avalugg is the best noble Pokemon. There's no argument. Avalugg is the best. Anyway, Wendy's getting an 8 out of 10 on her cart. Because I like pink and blue. Am I sure I want to quit? Yes. I have more cars to use. Alright, and... Oh, that looks so good. But yeah, Avalugg is the best Titan. I think if I could find a projectile-based Souls game, I would like it a lot. Maybe I just need to play more bullet hells. That's another thing. Is my taste in games has been established by, like, lack of connection to the internet until it was fully formed. My grandma would just take me down to the store to buy games, and it was buy games, and I was a kid. I knew Mario, I didn't know any of these other people, so it had to be, like, I don't know, 14 when I got my first Pokemon game. Maybe even later than that. Maybe 16, no, I don't know. Yeah, 14. Was when I got my first Pokemon game, which was, like, a huge thing. Because it was the first time I actively bought a game that wasn't, you know, Mario Bros. So, like, I don't know anything about games. Like, aside from Mario Kart, a little bit about Smash Bros. And Pokemon, I don't know anything about games. Also, that bike is a 10 out of 10. It is. But yeah, I'm just not familiar with games outside of, like, the very mainstream Nintendo sphere. I've still never played a Legend of Zelda game. You know? Forgotten Land was the first Kirby game I played. I'm just extremely out of touch, and I've somehow made that work with, like, games being my personality. So, yeah, it's interesting, but I don't even know what qualifies as a bullet hell. Does Undertale qualify? I liked that. I liked that in Deltarune, and I want to play more of it. So I liked the whole dodging the enemies, all of that. You know. So if that counts, then definitely. Just Shapes and Beats looked good. I want to play that. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I like Tetris. Tetris is good. Man, I have I have a niche. Because, like, these are the most mainstream games. And that's, like, the widest variety I have. And then I also have... And then, like, my favorite games are, you know, AI, the Somnium Files, Rain Code, stuff like that. So, like, I could tell you some pretty deep-cut murder mystery visual novels. But, anything other than that, and my knowledge is surface level at best. Alright. That ATV is also 10 out of 10. The glider, I'm giving the glider a 6. Next is Ludwig, right? So, are Ludwig and Wendy the only two to have at least middle initials? Because, you know, Wendy O. Koopa, Ludwig von Koopa. You know, it works. Alright. I just, you know, wonder, does anyone else have middle initials? Shoot. Controller disconnected. Okay. Don't go into the off-road. Back in first. Alright, everything is good now. Honestly, I like this car. Darker color on top, lighter color on the bottom. You know, that's something I really like. And it does get the added benefit of having, like, one of my favorite courses be where it's driven. Alright. And... Ben. That car is a... I'll give it a 7. I'll give it an 8. Okay. Quit. Sure I want to quit? Yes. I love that picture of Link. It's my desktop background. Or at least it used to be. I think I have a new one now. I don't remember. Because I know I had a new one, but I think I set it back to something else. I think I set it back to... I don't know. I'm tired. Alright, Rock Mountain. Great track. So, after this, my stats are going to be favorite glider, it's the standard glider, favorite wheel, or are either standard or blue standard. Probably blue standard. No, probably standard. Or off-road. One of the wheels that I've used in this. And yeah, but my favorite glider is definitely going to be the Super Glider. My favorite vehicle, I'm willing to put money on it being the standard bike. Just because I just like using the standard bike. Cause I don't know. I like the standard bike. And I'm hit. Okay. Man, why are all of the textures so plasticky? But also, I kind of want to know why people have so much of a problem with the textures being plasticky. Like, yes, okay, there were more realistic textures in the base game, but honestly, I feel like if the next Mario Kart released and it looked entirely like this, with like maybe a bit more emphasis put on like the actual decorations instead of the texture, because like here they can't change up the course too much, so I get it. But like, I feel like if the next game released and all of the decorations were just like things that are set all around, but the textures were very simple, I feel like that would look really good, especially for Mario Kart. I feel like realism isn't exactly a style that Mario should strive for, if that makes sense. I feel like it should be more stylized, but I guess that's just me. The bike I'm giving an 8. But, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's honestly not, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, that looks so cool. I'm gonna be honest, I think that might look better than the Luigi ATV. That's what the Luigi ATV should have looked like. It, I, I really like this ATV. Piranha Plant Slide. I do like Piranha Plant Slide. 2, 1, go. Man, there are so many courses in this game, and yet, like, not enough somehow. Like, I feel like I could name all of them. I can't even name the DLC cups. But I can name all of the courses in order. Maybe I've just played this game too much. That's like 100 courses. But like, I mean, the old ones we've had for years, and the new ones were a big deal because you guys are still updating that game. just make a new one. But, alright, let's see. So, Mario Kart... Mushroom Cup is Mario Kart Stadium, Mario Kart... No, Mario Kart Stadium. Not Mario... What is... Oh my gosh, how could I have forgotten the second one? Sweet Water Park, there we go. Mario Kart Stadium, Water Park, Sweet Canyon, and Thwomp Ruins. Then, what else? Next cup is Mario Circuit, the Toad Harbor. Is it Haunted Mansion or Luigi's Mansion? I can never remember. Then after that, it's Shy Guy Falls. Love Shy Guy Falls. And then Star Cup. Oh, Star Cup, easy. Sunshine Airport, Dolphin Shoals, Electrodrome, and Mount Wario. Then the Special Cup. Yeah, that ATV is 10 out of 10. The glider, I'm gonna give a 6. But next is Special Cup. So what's in the Special Cup? Cloud Top Cruise, Bone Dry Dunes, Bowser's Castle, Rainbow Road. Then it's on to that's the wrong one. Then it's on to the Shell Cup. Is it Shell or Banana first? I don't remember. But anyway, that is Moo Moo Meadows, Cheep Cheep Beach, GBA Mario Circuit, and then Toad's Turnpike. I know Toad's Turnpike is last. I swear GBA, or Cheep Cheep Beach, I mean. I swear Cheep Cheep Beach, there's something in between it and Toad's Turnpike. And I'm missing one in that cup. I think that it's GBA Mario Circuit. And then after that is Dry Dry Dunes, Royal Raceway, 3DS DK Jungle in that cup. I feel like it's afterwards. But then it is in that cup. It's Royal Raceway, DK Jungle, Dry Dry Oasis, or is it Dry Dry Desert? I don't remember. And then there's a fourth one there too. Okay, let's see. I know the Leaf Cup is Music Park, Wario Stadium, Yoshi Valley, and Sherbert Land. But I, for the life of me, cannot remember the fourth one in... Yeah, that's the Banana Cup. Anyway, Lightning Cup is Tick-Tock Clock, Grumble Volcano, 3DS Piranha Plant Slide, and N64 Rainbow Road. That car is an 8. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see which one I forgot. Bike, yeah. Donut Plains 3. Oh, of course. I love Donuts Plains 3. Wrong order, but right thing. Lightning Cup, Grumble Volcano, N64 Rainbow Road. Tick-Tock Clock, Piranha Plant Slide, that's it. Yoshi Egg Cup. Ooh, I don't... Is that the one with Baby Park? Yoshi Circuit, Baby Park, Mute City, Cheeseland? Oh, 2 out of 2. Okay. Animal Crossing, Wild Wild Woods. And that one has Cheeseland, right? For Crossing Cup. And what else? Oh, that's the one with Baby Park. Okay, well, the Triforce one, SNES Rainbow Road, Ice Ice Outpost, Hyrule Circuit, and Wario's Gold Mine. And then the last one, Neo Bowser City, GBA Ribbon Road, Super Bell Subway. I wanted to say Subway Surfers, but that's not right. And Big Blue. And then on to the DLC. Well, the deluxe, the booster course pass. We have Paris Promenade, Toad Circuit, Paris Promenade, Toad Circuit. Oh, geez, how could I forget already? Oh, N64, Choco Mountain, and Wii Coconut Mall. Then Tokyo Blur, Shroom Ridge, Sky Garden, and Ninja Hideaway. Wave 2. Is Mushroom Gorge in Wave 2? I'll do it by wave, because I can actually remember the waves. Mushroom Gorge, Waluigi Pinball, Sky High Sundae. Let's see. Yeah, Waluigi Pinball. Oof. Man, I forgot. I've forgotten. That's a 7. That bike is a 7. Oh, I hit next race by accident. Yeah, Sky High Sundae, Waluigi Pinball. I swear Mushroom Gorge? What else? Oh, I'll have to check. That's the one with GBA Snowland? I love GBA Snowland. Sydney Sprint, yeah. New York Minute, oh my gosh. I would have had all of them if I could remember New York Minute. Wave 3, which I accidentally went over, but I wasn't looking at, I know has Berlin Byways, because I love that course. 3DS Rainbow Road, because it's the best Rainbow Road. Well, speaking of Wave 2. Let's see, what else? Maple Treeway. Other courses, Calamari Desert? Was Calamari Desert Wave 3? No, that was Wave 2. Oh my gosh, I have already forgotten how. Yeah, it was Wave 2. So Wave 3 had Maple Treeway, Sky High Sundae... No, not Sky High Sundae. Maple Treeway, Berlin Byways, 3DS Rainbow Road... Look, in my defense, I've had to do all of these courses, like, 5 separate times at least to 100% this game, so... So let's see. Oh, DS Peach Gardens. That was that one, right? Oops. Yeah. That's 4. I'm halfway there. There had to be a tour course in there, right? Berlin Byways. Okay. ATV's an 8. Oh, whoops, I meant yes. London Loop, Rock Mountain. GBA Boo Lake. Oh, there's one more. There's one more. What is it? No, I said Maple Treeway. It's Maple Treeway, London Loop, Rock Mountain, Berlin Byways, 3DS Rainbow Road. Dang it, that's 2. Which one did I forget? Boo Lake. Merry Mountain. Okay. Who in their right mind remembers Merry Mountain, though? Alright. Oh, the glider's an 8. Tokyo Blur. Okay, then wave 4, Amsterdam Drift, Riverside Park. Amsterdam Drift, Riverside Park. I always think Squeaky Clean Sprint was wave 4, but it's not. Singapore Speedway. Yoshi's Island. DS Mario Circuit. Right? Let's see, Yoshi's Island, DS Mario Circuit. No, DS Mario Circuit was wave 5. So, Yoshi's Island, Riverside Park. What was after Yoshi's Island? Amsterdam Drift. Was DK Summit on there? That might have been the DK Summit wave. And then, No, I think DK Summit was wave 5. Oops. Fell off. Anyway, wave 5. Wait, was Bangkok Rush in the same as Yoshi? Yes, it was. Bangkok Rush and DS Mario Circuit, that's right. Okay. The cart. I'm giving the cart a a 5. No, 6. Okay, I gotta look now. Okay, let's see. Amsterdam. It was DK Summit and Yoshi's Island. This will be Bangkok Rush, DS Mario Circuit, Singapore Speedway, Waluigi Stadium. Which means we're on to wave 5. Now, wave 5... Athens Dash... Daisy Cruiser, Squeaky Clean Sprint. Daisy Cruiser, Squeaky Clean Sprint. Athens Dash. Huzzah! Not anything else that I remember from Wave 5. Which is weird, because I remember getting a lot of trouble... No, Wave 5 has Daisy Cruiser, or did I say that? Athens Dash, Daisy Cruiser... Squeaky clean sprint. Hmm. Man. Played this game so much and I do not know where any of the tracks are, huh? Let's see, what else is there? Besides, Athens Dash. Piranha Plant Cove is Wave 6. Wave 6 I know, because that was the most recent one. It's Piranha Plant Cove, Wii Rainbow Road, SNES Bowser Castles 3... Man, after this, I should do a stream that's just name every Mario Kart 8 Deluxe course in order. Or not even in order. It doesn't have to be in order. You can just name them in any order, but you have to name all of them. One of those things that you have to fill out, you know? Should do that. Get some of my friends on stream to do that. That bike is an 8. I like how I just decided to do this, like I know anything about design philosophy. I don't. Let's see, Piranha Plant Cove, Wii Rainbow Road. I'll check, I'll look. Because I'm not going to get it, and it's bugging my brain. Moonview Highway. How did I forget Moonview Highway? And Sunset... Koopa Cape? Sunset Wilds? Romavanti, which is literally what I saw when I thought of Wave 6. DK Mountain, Daisy Circuit, Madrid Drive, and Rosalina's Ice... Oh, man. I feel goofy. Alright. Okay. Back to rating the cars and not judging me for not knowing any of the courses. Wave 2. I know this one. Honestly, you know what? Just given all of the courses, I could organize them into cups. Maybe that's what I'll do. The Mario Kart game show. You have to, name every cup in Mario Kart Wii, organize all the cups in this game. What else could work for that? Just random trivia, I guess. Which game had the first use of modern outside drift? Which game which came out, Super Circuit or N64? Because if I'm correct, it is N64. But I always have trouble telling stuff like that, and Mario Kart is basically the only game I play, so that'll be a hard question. I don't know. Honestly, I like that ATV more than I thought I would. That's an 8. The glider is... The glider is a 5. Alright. On to Morton. I might have to be done after this row. Because unforeseen circumstance. Unforeseen circumstance. Unforeseen. I didn't plan for this. It's like -5 out. I don't want to go do stuff, but I have to. Green! That was not a color I was expecting for Morton. Come on, load faster, please. Wave 6, I know this one. Can't believe I forgot Madrid Drive. I love Madrid Drive. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like the tour courses, and honestly, you know what? I do like the tour courses. Maybe it's because I haven't played them in every other Mario game, Mario Kart. But I like the tour courses, you know? They're just new and fun, and honestly, I think they look kind of nice. I like the tour courses. Alright, and... Oh, that hit me? Come on. Shouldn't have hit me. Where did the red shell go? Alright. Go around. Glide. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a coin. And I'm gonna get a coin, and I'm going to finish the race with a full 10 coins, even though realistically I shouldn't have. That's just... Alright. That cart was... You know what? I'll give it an 8. That was really good. They got rid of the white. Three, two, one. Moonview Highway. Should grab those coins, even though that has to be like so much slower. Hopefully it's faster in the long run. I don't know. I don't know how Moonview Highway works. All I know is that Morton is good on Moonview Highway because speed is good on this course. Bam, 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 bam. I love this song. Oh my gosh. I just realized, why do I not have the city version of this song in my, like, massive video game jazz playlist? Just missed it. We were there for the entire time the melody cut out. That's pretty funny. That's me not being smart. Good. What has happened to my brain? This is, This is the same as the 10-hour stream, but it's not all at once, so instead of snapping, it just looks like lead poisoning. That's how my mental state is going. I'll give the bike a 7. It's not bad, but white is such an underused color in this game. Alright. 4 more races. It's dumb that they don't have a 1 race option. That would be nice. I would like to have a 1 race option. So that I don't have to quit out every time, but whatever, I guess. At least they make good use of the gray on the ATV, but I'm still upset that they got rid of the white. You know, it's not a color that people use in this game. Aside from the lining, which that's more of a gray than a white, really, and it looks good. I'm gonna say it. The card is the best thing. Looks the best out of all of... That was not supposed to drift that way. Out of all of Morton's vehicles. Just because the white is striking because of how underused it is in this game. Man, listen to me talking like I know what I'm talking about. Disclaimer, I am not a professional artist. I don't know art. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Like that. Alright. Oh man, sure Cat Peach in the cat car was gonna hit the banana. Cat Peach is in the cat car, huh? What wheels go with that setup? What glider goes with that setup? You know? Like, the cars and the characters often have a link, and then they just don't have wheels or a glider that go with them. Like Metal Mario, Steel Driver Sub, Metal Wheels. Where's the glider? What glider is part of that set, you know? And, like, I get the point is that there is no set, but there is! There is! You know, Isabelle in the Streetle, or the City Tripper. Well, no, Streetle is Villager, Isabelle is the City Tripper, and then the Leaf Wheels and the Animal Crossing Glider, that's a set! Link gets 2 gliders, 2 wheels, 2 cards, 2 links. Those are each a set. That ATV, I'm gonna give it a 7. The glider, I'm gonna give it a 5. And we are done with the Koopalings. Now on to Peachette. which I was kind of upset that she got included in this game. Like, I was happy because more Toadette representation. Love Toadette. But also, do we really need her? And she has slowly just kind of become one of my favorite inclusions in this game, even if all of her vehicles are just Toadette's vehicles. I just like her, I don't know. She's just cool. Alright, Haunted Mansion. Got Villager on the City Tripper. And I saw Iggy. Don't remember what he was on. Get all the coins. Stay in first, hopefully. I've been on this course probably hundreds of times before. I have such a low number of hours on this game. You know, I've been looking kind of at my playtime recently, and I have maybe 500 hours on this game, which is insane to me because I swear it was more. But I have 800 on Smash Bros, which is also insane to me because I'm not good at that game. Like, I've spent 800 hours on Smash Bros to be kind of okay. That's just insane to me. It didn't hit the banana? Okay. I guess it didn't hit the banana. But... And then... There's Pokemon. I've spent like maybe 400 hours on Pokemon Sword trying to learn competitive. I don't know how much time I've spent on Pokemon Violet. Other than like shiny hunting and the story, I don't think I've spent any. Because, I don't know. The competitive scene in that game doesn't seem all that interesting to me, like it did in Sword and Shield. I don't know why. Sword and Shield remains my favorite competitive game. Cart is a 7. But I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I just think Sword and Shield had the best competitive scene. And then also, you know, I've been playing Sun and Moon for a while. That was my first Pokemon game, was Pokemon Ultra Sun. So I looked at my playtime on that, and that I'm at like 900 something, and I've forgotten to save and had it die so many times. So I'm probably at more than 900. I'm probably around like 1,000. Which is insane. But, I mean, also kind of makes sense. Because I have like 50-some shinies. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to figure out how to stream multiple devices at once, probably, to shiny hunt the rest of the Milcery if I want to get every shiny Milcery. Which I don't want to, but I must. Because turns out I messed up and didn't get them all before starting the Pecharunt event. So I don't have the Milcery outbreaks anymore. Which sucks. Because I really want the Milcery outbreaks. I like Milcery. So I guess I'm just going to have to figure out how to day reset and all of that for a Milcery, a natural Milcery outbreak, and then I'm going to have to learn outbreak hunting. And then I'm going to have to get so many candies all over again, which is going to be so much fun. Definitely 100%. Uh, yep, totally. And I'm gonna have to do battles to get all of my BP back. And then I'm gonna have to make all of the candy. But I'll probably do the shiny hunting on stream. I'll get one Switch set up doing shiny hunting on Sword. The bike is a 7. One set up shiny hunting on Sword, one set up shiny hunting on Violet via an Outbreak, and I'm gonna guess that that is where my shiny is gonna come from. Just because, you know, I feel like Violet is the easier game to shiny hunt. You don't have to actually run into them. You get outbreaks and stuff. Like, the Sword and Shield brilliant method doesn't work. So I'm just going to be doing random Milcery encounters. I'll probably get something before I get a shiny Milcery. But when all is said and done, I'll have a ridiculous number of Alchemy, and then I'll put them all in home with, like, every move known to Alchemy. And I'll get that done, and my home will have everything in the decks about Alchemy. So that'll be fun. N64 Rainbow Road. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I like this track as much as I did, like, at the start. Oh, jeez. I didn't just say that because I knew that was going to happen, okay? I'm not that petty. I don't know. I like N64 Rainbow Road. But I also feel like it doesn't have any of the parts of Mario Kart that I like. You know, there aren't any shortcuts or cool physics jumpy sections. You just drive. And the turns aren't even tight enough to be like an SNES GBA style test of skill. Like, if it weren't for the absolute spectacle of every part of this course that doesn't affect the driving, this would be one of the lowest tracks in the game. And honestly, I'm not going to disagree with that. ATVs is a 7, Glider's a 7. Alright. What time is it? How long has stream been going? Oh, an hour? Okay. Yeah, we'll do the next row. I'm gonna plug in my phone before it dies. Alright, single player versus race. Inkling. Come on. Orange Inkling. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about Orange Inkling. There's just something about her. I did not mean to hit B there. I don't know how I hit B. But I don't know. I don't like her as much as the other Inklings. She's my least favorite Inkling. I feel like there's a pun, but I don't know English well enough to know if it's a real phrase or not. I want to make it, but I feel like I'm gonna say something stupid, and everyone's gonna laugh at me. Ow, I got hit by lightning. Okay. Maybe they should. I have an inkling of a feeling that I'm wrong. Anyway, Cloudtop Cruise, I've probably said things about this a bunch because we never get the forgettable tracks. Which is probably why they're forgettable, because never play them. I will say, the transition to the rock music works really well. I think this is one of the better courses in the... Oh my gosh. I think this is one of the better courses in the Special Cup. Because... Okay, no, that's not true. The Special Cup has really good courses, and this is one of them. But the only bad course in the Special Cup is Bone Dry Dunes. Okay, Bone Dry Dunes, just... It's okay. It's something that I would expect in, like, the Mushroom Cup. You know, it's just easy, simple. Can I stop getting hit, please? I'm sorry. I don't know what I said. I take it back. Bone Dry Dunes is great. Just kidding, Bone Dry Dunes sucks. I really like the pattern. I'm giving that... an... What do I give it? I'm gonna give it an 8. Man, I can't believe I'm almost done. I'm on the last row. Like, we have 2 streams left. This one, I was not supposed to do that. 2 streams left. This one, and then the All Me's one. And the All Me's one, that's gonna be a stream. Okay. So, what course are we getting? Maple Treeway. Alright, sticking with orange. Fair enough. 3, 2, 1. Do what the CPUs drive... is that influenced by what you picked? It's like, I feel like we have a lot more people on bikes now. That missed? Really? I was, like, right behind them. Man, I remember when that turn was hard in Mario Kart Wii. And I also remember getting lightninged and falling off of that little ramp, which is probably because I was bad when I was a child. But, I mean, I was a child. I'm not going to bully a child for being bad at Mario Kart. It's just kind of how children are. They're bad at things. You know, most of the time. Although I will say, when I did try and pay attention to the competitive Smash scene, I swear every week there was like a new 8-year-old prodigy beating MKLeo. Like, there was at least one, but I swear it was a common occurrence for me to open up YouTube and see some, like, clickbait thumbnail of, this 9-year-old beat MKLeo? And, like, it wouldn't be clickbait. And so I'd just be sitting there like, well, damn, they're, like, 3 years younger than me, and they're, like, way better than me. What the heck is this? That was crazy. MKLeo really got beat by a bunch of kids, huh? That's funny. It's actually funny. But yeah. Eventually that, mixed with the fact that I wasn't that good, just kinda... I left the Smash competitive scene. I'm gonna give that an 8 as well. I wonder if any new kids have started beating up professional Smash players. Wonder if that's happening again. I wonder if it ever stopped or if I just stopped hearing about it. You know, sometimes I'll hear about random child prodigies and I won't remember anything. It's really funny, because it'll be like, this is the story of the 9-year-old that's currently the best Olympic swimmer, or something like that. And, you know, it'll be like, when they were 4, something happened, and then they were 6 and something, and it'll be like so short because they're 9, and like, yeah, they're good, but they don't have a lot of life experience to talk about. And honestly, that's just kind of funny. It's kind of funny, and I think it should happen more often. I think more 9-year-olds should get biographies. Just because, like, they do cool stuff, but then, like, what are you going to talk about? You have to wait until they're older and just kind of washed up, I guess? I feel like that's not the right thing to say. But you have to wait until they're past their prime. Because they just haven't done anything before then. And the biography will be really short. Like, I genuinely think that there are so many people who would have made the Weird Al movie sooner if Weird Al had let them. But he was just like, no, I haven't done enough yet. That's gonna be a terrible movie. And so he didn't let them. And they waited until the movie was done. Well, not the movie, but they waited until he was ready, and now there's, like, actual stuff to put in the movie. I'm on the wrong inkling. I forgot to do the ATV. Okay. I'm tired, okay? That's my excuse. Anyway, that bike is getting a 9. Do I want to quit? Yeah, I need to go back and fix my mistake. I don't know. I just think Famous Kids is just kind of funny in general and shouldn't happen. Like, kids are not ready for that. But also, this is kind of funny. Biographies of children and whatnot. Also, biographies of children just make me feel bad in general, right? Like, I like swimming. I don't like competing, so I never swam competitively. And one year, my mom thought it would be a great idea for me to read this book called Swimming to Antarctica. Because, you know, it's about this 14-year-old girl who swims really well, and she swam to Antarctica. And she was like, well, you like swimming. You need books to read for school, because of this weird thing my school did. Why not read this? And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. And the end result was not, oh wow, that was a cool story. It was a 14-year-old sitting in bed, curled up and going, I've done nothing with my life. So, you know, that's another reason that biographies of children are funny, is because children have, like, no concept of scale. So, like, yeah, no, I hadn't done much at 14. That, frankly, doesn't mean anything at all. Like, it's not over. I haven't wasted my life at 14. But, you know, to me then, I'm 14 and I haven't swum to Antarctica like this kid who's 14 and has, so I'm doing something wrong. All that to say, kids, if you're watching, first of all, why you probably shouldn't be, and second of all, it's never too late. Oh dang, thought I could reach that. I just, oh, that was funny. The ATV is an 8. The glider is a 9. I didn't mean to hit enter. Alright. Now on to... not next race. Man. What else? What other goofy things? Oh yeah. When I was a kid, I misunderstood how, like, time worked in a really funny way where I thought having a midlife crisis was like it happened when you were a teenager, you know? At the beginning you're a kid, then in the middle you're a teenager, and then for some reason the end of your life is like 20 to 70 years. And I was like, oh, man, so midlife crisis, that happens to teenagers, right? Obviously not, but I was not intelligent. So, you know, that's led to some funny stories. Well, I don't think so. Just some funny things that I've said. Like when I was having a bad day and I was like, I don't know, Mom, maybe I'm having a midlife crisis. And she's, what? Yeah. Kids are just, I think, objectively funny. Like, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They just are. You know? Okay, I feel like I've been bullying children on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like me as a child, so does it really count? Do I have to be sorry to me as a child for bullying them? I feel like no. You know, it's just me. You know, I learned not to do that stuff. I always somehow miss either that turn or the one at the start of the lap, and I don't know how. Oh hey, it's another Inkling. Oh gosh, that's right. Forgot my turn. Oop. Slow down and get hit by lightning. That's great. Man, almost fell off there. That would be not great. And finish with 10 coins. Speaking of 10. 10 out of 10. I love that card. It's one of my favorites in the game. Alright. Quit. Am I sure I want to quit? Yes, I am. And onto the bike. Where is it? There it is. It's kind of weird that the clown car is the last cart. I would have thought the gold cart would have been the last cart, but nope. It's just somewhere in the middle. I think it's with all the DLC, which also should be at the end, but it's not. Boo Lake. Yeah, so as I said, I've taken up Mario Kart Tour recently. I've been keeping up daily logins, stuff like that, which probably means that by next year I'll forget I ever opened that game. It's kind of how Pokemon Go went. And then I'll have a resurgence. But, I don't know. So far, I really want the next Mario Kart game to be Mario Kart All-Stars. Just every Mario Kart course, track, vehicle, all of it, character. Even the ones from Tour. I want people to look at me like I'm insane when I say that I have 100%ed this game. You know? That and like the alternate drifts. And my most played character will 100% be either Isabelle, the Green Inkling, or Penguin Toadette. Because, I don't know. I love Penguin Toadette. If they include Ice Flower Toadette, though, that'd be pretty cool, too. We didn't have to do the bike. We already did the bike. Oh, I'm so... Today is not a day for me, is it? Alright. Well, at least it isn't going to take a while to get into the next race, because I have to write stuff down. That's the wrong way. Those are the wrong wheels. Alright, let's do this. 200cc. Let's go. Man, this game takes a while to load. Nowhere near as long as A Hat in Time, though. That game is amazing, but it takes so long to load on Switch. Which is fine, because I don't think you can speedrun that game on Switch. Like, I don't think that's possible. Just because, you know, it's missing the boop. Which is apparently the most broken part of that game, is the boop taunt. I know, because I wanted to see people do really cool boss fights and stuff with A Hat in Time. And then they just used boop and skipped everything. And I was like, oh, I guess I don't get to see cool platforming skills. Right, I feel like... I don't know, it's weird, because I feel like there's a very fine line between an exploit that makes the game fun and an exploit that makes it boring. Like in Mario Kart Wii, right? The ultra shortcut for like GBA Bowser's Castle or Mario Circuit where you just launch yourself, or the DK Summit Double. All of those are things you're not supposed to do, but you can, and it makes the game a lot more fun. Compare those to, like, the Grumble Volcano Skip, which is just how fast can you drive around a tiny rock. That ATV is also a 9, the glider is a 10. But it's just, how fast can you drive around a rock? It's not that fun. Like, it's fun to get, and it's useful for speedrunning the game 100%. Like, I think it should be usable in the 100% category. If there is a 100% category. I think there is. But, like, in the Grumble Volcano world record, I don't think it should be allowed just because it's so... It's just so slow. Or not slow, it's just so fast. There's, like, none of the... It's not a demonstration of skill in general. It's a demonstration of, look how fast I can drive around this rock. It's not that interesting. Discovering it, I'm sure it was interesting. Getting to do it once is fun, but I want to see the Ultralisk Grumble Volcano world record, except it doesn't include the rock hop, which I think is actually fun. I mean, you guys get where I'm coming from, right? Like, there's just a fine line between it. And I think the boop in Hat in Time crosses that line easily. I also just kind of want an endless Hat in Time boss battle with all of the attacks. Actually, there is a mode like that in Death Wish, where you can you can't attack Snatcher for his entire boss fight, and the whole point is how long do you last. And I think I got all 3 stamps on that the first time, because I really like Snatcher's boss fight. I mean, it's a good fight, it's a good song, and once the game loads, the physics are a lot of fun. But the game takes so long to load. But if you haven't played Hat in Time, 100% play it. It's a great game. It is a really fun game. DS Beach Gardens, huh? What happened to the red shell? Do red shells despawn in this game? Can you outrun red shells to the point that they despawn? Because I'm pretty sure you can do that with blue shells. I think. I could be wrong, but I believe you can do that with red shells. Yeah, I believe you can with red shells. I swear I've seen videos of someone outrunning blue shells. Yeah, Hat in Time. I've been trying to find other other games by the studio that made Hat in Time, and there was one. I think there's exactly one. There might be more since the last time I checked. And it said it was available for Switch, which was a lie. It was planned for Switch. So I need to see if that's on Switch yet. I don't know if it is. Anyway, that cart is also a 10 out of 10. I really like the ink pattern, and I think these colors work really well with it too. However, I will say Green Inkling is my favorite Inkling. Yeah. The people who made Danganronpa, they also have some really good games. You know. Personally, my favorite game, AI The Somnium Files, they made that. That's really good. They made Rain Code. Obviously, they made Danganronpa. I think they also made 999, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I do want... I don't know anything about the rest of the Zero Escape games, but I do know 999. I hit a wall. But they make some great games. Alright. That launches you so high up, I feel like that has to be slower than just not going on it, even if you do get the trick, just because of how high it launches you. Oof. Really? That's how? Okay. That's kind of annoying, actually. Alright. I'm just gonna see how fast this... Oh, wow. Yeah, that is... I'm willing to bet that that's faster. And, like, it's definitely faster during the last lap because you don't land and get the boost before you cross the finish line. So you just... It is just slower to do that on the last lap. Man. You know, I went to Florida a few years ago, and every time I think about that trip, I remember playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Nintendo Switch, and thinking, wait, did that come out 2 years after the original? Because, like, I got... That bike is a 10 out of 10. I got the Nintendo Switch a lot later into its lifetime than I did a lot of other systems. And, you know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out relatively early. But I got it pretty late, and I'd already had it for a while when I went to Florida. So, like, and the Florida trip was like 6 years ago. So, like, I... I think this game came out in 2016. Like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think, is almost 8 years old. And, like, I know everybody's like, wow, Mario Kart 8 is almost 10 years old, or... Was that 2013 or 2014? I feel like it was 2014. So yeah, it's almost 10 years old. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is almost 8 years old. Which arguably makes me feel older than knowing Mario Kart 8 for Wii U was 2014. Because that sounds insane, but Mario Galaxy was 2007, so it's not that bad. Honestly, Mario Galaxy, I can't believe that was 2007. I'm older than Mario Galaxy. I just, like, forget that sometimes. Which I really shouldn't, but it's true, I am older than Mario Galaxy. But not by that much. And even if I am, it is still a really good game. It's still my favorite 3D Mario game. Mainly because the controls actually, like, work. Like, I've tried playing 64 and Sunshine. I even tried Sunshine on, like, the actual controls, on the Wii, disc. You know, we could play GameCube games. I own the actual disc for Super Mario Sunshine, and I just could never get the hang of the controls. That ATV is also a 10 out of 10. I think Inkling might be the perfect character. Specifically, this Inkling. Alright, on to the next one. Sky High Sundae, all right. We're not doing Sky High Sundae because I need to switch to the other one. Whoops. My bad, my bad. I should look for in-person Mario Kart tournaments soon. All of a sudden, my next video is I entered a Mario Kart tournament and it went poorly. It probably wouldn't go bad. I think it'd take a lot to make a Mario Kart tournament that I played in outright bad. Or to, like, go outright bad for me, I mean. I feel like I'm good enough to last, you know, hold my own. I know, famous last words. But I feel like I could hold my own. I feel like it would go well enough. I don't know. I've played a lot of this game. I forgot what, 10 out of the 96 courses? I could probably do this course with my eyes closed. Honestly. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Okay, next lap, my eyes are entirely closed. I hit the wall. I was like, wait, where's... Why am I not moving? I opened my eyes. I hit the wall. Okay, maybe I have to pick a simpler course. I'll try, I'll try Baby Park. I'm gonna have to go through, rewatch all of this footage, edit it down, and, yeah, I'll edit it down. Edit it down, and friggin' figure out what... Because I've said I'm going to do a lot of races at the end of this. I've said at least twice. After this is all over, I'll have to do, like, a race of blah 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 blah. I'm gonna have to figure out what all of those are. And then do all of those. Okay, didn't get hit, that's good. And... done. That's an 8. I'm willing to give that an 8. I thought I would like the black more than the white. But I don't know. I feel like the blue blends in with it more. Luigi Kart 8! I thought I selected the wrong character, but no. I did not. That's right. Well, at least here we have some brighter colors on the front. That'll look nice. Alright, start race. Mario Kart 8. Baby Park. Okay. I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. Eyes closed. Alright, here. I hit the wall. Okay. That is why I don't close my eyes when I'm driving. Except in Mario Kart. I do it sometimes in Mario Kart. And I guess in real life driving if we count blinking. But, like, does that count as closing your eyes? I don't think so. Dang it, I really thought I could jump over that. Alright, I have 2 laps left. Why'd I get hit? Okay. And done. I'll give it a... I'll give it a... No, I'm sticking with 8. Alright, quit. Am I sure I want to quit? Yes. Man. Okay. Was anybody else as a kid, like, afraid of mascots? Just, like, terrified? Because I feel like that's a common thing for kids to be afraid of mascots. I remember there was a place near my house that we went to for birthdays that had mascots. And every time they came in, I would just hide under the table. Like, I did that at other people's birthday parties, but even at my own birthday party, I would be like, hey, can you not bring the mascot guy in? He terrifies me. And they'd be like, sure, wink wink, nudge nudge, and bring him in. And I would hide under the table, and they'd be like, what's he doing? What's going on? How could we have foreseen this? So that was actually kind of funny. Like I said, kids are objectively funny. But yeah, they would. I was terrified of mascots. And like I knew it was just people in a suit. But why were they wearing a suit? What secrets were they hiding behind those dead cloth eyes? You know? I was afraid of mascots before it was cool. That being said, that was a cool place. I continued to go back and, like, hide from the mascot whenever they showed up. But I loved going there because they had, like, those inflatable obstacle courses everywhere. And those things were cool. A bit hard to maneuver around for someone of my height. But cool. Honestly, most of my birthdays were held at, like, the YMCA. I just like swimming. I've started playing Wii Fit again, except instead of doing the same three games, I'm trying to try all of them out, do well on all of them. And, like, I have to say, they're pretty hard. Okay, you know what? I'm giving it a 9. That and the glider I'm giving a 9, just because I feel like they have enough surface area that the black actually shows up. But yeah, Wii Fit is, like, actually kind of hard. I did the tightrope, though. I'm proud of that. I managed to do the entire, all 3 tightropes, get from one side to the other without falling over. And not get bitten. Which, like, can I just say, I want to go over Wii Fit and discuss the OSHA violations. Why is there a tightrope between 2 skyscrapers and a guy with no safety net? And, like, why? Why are there, like, those dentist teeth toy things that look like that one Darkwing Duck villain used them? Why are those on a tightrope? How are they staying so well balanced, actually? And why do I remember there being a safe in that game? I don't know. I also tried the rhythm kung fu and realized how amazing it is that Rhythm Heaven Fever has the rhythm test section. Because, oh my gosh, there is so much delay in the rhythm kung fu. Like, I'm doing it on beat, I swear. You know, I'm doing it on beat. And everyone agrees that I'm doing it on beat. And then the game is like, yeah, but you aren't. And I'm like 70% sure that the Wii Remote and Wii Fit board have separate, like completely separate delays. So now my legs are working with a different delay than my arms. And it's based on when the Wii Remote stops, not starts. And there is nothing to help you get used to or account for the delay. It's just really hard. I don't know how anybody did that. I didn't get all perfects on it at all. Same thing with the Rhythm Parade. Shoot. Oh, I'm still on the ATV. Well, screw it. ATV 9 out of 10. That one's pretty good. Alright, quit. I am so tired. Yeah. Also the soccer one. How are people, like, shifting their weight around fast enough to do that one? I feel like you're not supposed to get a perfect on that, but I also feel like I have to. I'm gonna end up with a Wii Fit, yeah, a Wii Fit, yeah, Wii Fit Plus. That's the one I have. Wii Fit Plus stream. Oh yeah, Wii Fit Plus. I genuinely forgot that Wii Fit Trainer had a blue thing because I never played the original Wii Fit. So I always thought that her outfit was green and was like so confused in Smash Bros. Why is it blue? Well, it turns out it's blue because that's the original one. And in Wii Fit Plus, she gets a green one because apparently green is better than blue? I don't know. But that's fun. I like Wii Fit. I've mastered the Working Dough 3 basically is what I'm gonna call it. The Tilt City, is that it? I don't remember. But I've gotten good at that. I've gotten perfect on all 3 difficulties. And, like, they are hard, may I say. They are incredibly difficult to do. But I did them. After much trial and error. I also got pretty good at the obstacle course. Did both of those. Those were my favorite when I was a kid. And I was like insanely hurt that you couldn't play special games as the pets. Because that was part of Wii Fit Plus, is that you could now measure your pet's health with the Wii Fit board. And I was like, why can't you play games to get more healthy as your pets? That card is a 9 at worst. I'm giving it a 9 because I'm not sure if it's better than that, but I know it's definitely not worse. But I was just like, why can't my pets play games? I want to play special pet games. The body test I'm pretty good at too. I got used to that. But the body test was fun. Those and Wii Sports were honestly the main games I played growing up. And Wii Tanks. I love Wii Tanks. I did not know, first of all, that it could be beaten, and second of all, that there was a new game plus of Wii Tanks. That's another stream that I should do. I should do a Wii Tanks stream. This is genuinely how I come up with most of my ideas for what I'm going to do, is just, oh, I should do this. And then I do it. I should probably get somewhat of a better strategy, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like many people are watching either way. Might as well do what I want. I like this is the kind of stuff I like doing. Just sitting, playing Mario Kart for a stupid reason, and talking nonsensically. This is... Honestly, I'm bad at entertaining, but this is the kind of stream I watch. This is why I want to see the entire Shiny Hunt live stream when I'm playing Pokemon. I don't want to see the reactions, because there's no back and forth between them and, like, the chat there. There's just, oh wow, this one has different colors. Finally, I've been doing this for an amount of time. Whereas this, it's a little predictable. It's a little slow, metaphorically. This is incredibly fast. But I like that about it. That's why this is what I do. Okay. Bike is a 9. Glider is a 10. I am genuinely surprised that the male Green Inkling isn't here. First of all, because I swear he was, but also because he's just one of the main Inklings to me. Because I kind of have a friend who looks just like him. And, like, occasionally I'll be talking to someone who knows that friend, and I'll be like, hey, it's not just me, right? And they're like, no, it's not just you. Like, seriously. I'm pretty sure he even owns a... Is that a skull mask? No, it's not a skull mask. That's just a weird wolf bite mask, if I recall correctly. But he owns that mask, I swear. Three, two, one. Grumble Volcano. I remember when I first got... Was that when I first got my Elgato? No, because I couldn't have used my Elgato with my Wii. So this was when I was first getting into gaming videos. I did a how-to on the Grumble Volcano shortcut from Wii. You know, the one on the rock. The boring one. And I thought it was the coolest thing, because I had never seen it before. And, like, to be fair, stuff like that is cool to discover, it's just boring to see it over and over again, because you skip the entire game. But I made a video on how to do that. And... you know, I showed it to a couple people I knew. I made it with a friend, so he showed it to some people he knew. And, you know, eventually, I get called into the principal's office. Now, like, keep in mind, this is 7th grade, and I've never been called in before. So I'm like, what did I do? You know, like, I am literally the nerd from every Disney movie, okay? That's me on screen, sorry. I know, I gave people unrealistic expectations of intelligence. That was my fault. My bad. But I see, like, I get called into the principal's office, and I'm like, what the heck did I do? And they're like, alright, how did you get this teacher's personal email? And I'm like, what? And they're like, well, you got this teacher's personal email. It's not linked to any school thing. And I'm like, are you sure about that? Like, you know how easy hacking is, right? And they're like, no, it's not linked under the and I'm like, it's probably on their phone. If their regular email is on their phone as well, it's not that hard to get into. I'm giving that cart I'm giving it a 10. I do like that one. But they were just like, how'd you do it? How did you get the teacher's personal email? And they're like, and I'm like, I didn't send that. And this is mid-2016, so of course the line that'll always stick with me is, then who did? The Russians? I was like, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that. Of course, I don't think it was the principal who said that. It was the counselor who was there, who... I wasn't in their class when I got called. They just shadow puppeted the entire school because the previous principal had to principal 2 schools, and so they just kind of delegated the entire principality to the one counselor. But they were just grilling me on how I sent this video to this teacher's personal email. And I just straight up didn't. I still, to this day, do not know how it ended up in their personal email. But, you know, it did. And I got in trouble. Wait, you can fall off of that? Oh. It did. And I got in trouble for that. So, that was an interesting day. I went home, and my mom was like, what's up? And I was like, I got called to the principal's office today. Apparently someone sent, like, a video. My first YouTube... Well, no. That wasn't my first YouTube video. My first YouTube video was longer ago. Man, I should go back and, like, actually see when my first YouTube video was. Because it is, like, on YouTube. It's just, private. I know I have one where I just, you know, had a friend who was very into knives, who thought it'd be fun to just get some random items, get a knife, see where things go. And I made it, and honestly, I still think that, to this day, that is one of the better videos I've made, you know? I think the editing was really good for an 11-year-old, and it's not like I've improved in editing. You know, I think the camera work was pretty good. We got an IRL Fruit Ninja moment with an apple. That bike is a 10. But all in all, it just went really well. And I don't think I could keep that up if I did unprivate it, just because this is 2 kids under the age of like 13 playing with knives. Which, don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. But I don't think I'd be able to keep it up. And of course it did use so much copyrighted music, because I was a kid and didn't understand copyrighted music. So I figured out how to just put in the Undertale soundtrack. You know? So, of course, I did that. I put the Undertale soundtrack in there. I also had an Undertale animation that was like 3 frames long, but I'd done a few stop motion animations with my dad. So I did an Undertale animation that was very short, and I got bullied about it at school, and that's privated as well. Oh, that was the first comment I ever received on this channel was a hate comment, which at the time was devastating, but now that's kind of funny. Like, how bad did I have to be to, like, not get... Like, I can't imagine that, like, every other video on this channel is, like, some 8-year-old kid. You know, I cannot imagine that that is possibly going to go... I can't imagine that it's possibly going to have someone hate comment it before it gets popular. But, like, this 8-year-old kid just getting bullied for a bad animation. That's funny. Alright. That was the second race with the bike. Oh my god. Onto the ATV. Onto the ATV. Yeah, I want to quit. And then this is the last of Inkling. Yeah, I also uploaded a few videos of Minecraft before I started this channel. And there's this one... This just... one video where I opened it... I don't remember... I can't find it anymore, and it annoys me so much. Because... like, I really hope I didn't take it down. It annoys me so much, because... it opens with me doing like just a "Hey guys, what's up?" but my voice cracks, and so it ends up as "Hi guys, what's up?" And it's just so bad. But it went around my school. It went around my school like crazy. And that's how everybody greeted me for like a solid year. And I'd have people walk up to me and I'd be like, "Who are you?" They'd be like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I'd be like, do I know you? And they'd be like, "No." I'd be like, "Oh." And like at the time, I was really upset about it because I was in middle school and everything sucks when you're in middle school. But like looking back, I was a me in my middle school that like people I didn't know knew. That's kind of cool. I was famous. Oh my gosh, pink, blue, and white? That's a... That ATV is a 10. The Inklings have some of the best color combos. The glider is also a 10. Who do we have next? Villager? I believe it's Villager, right? It's Villager! Male Villager. He doesn't even get a cool pattern. It's a shame. I tried to start so many Minecraft Let's Plays. I remember I had a world back when you could really mess with the world settings, where I set the water level to like 0, so that aside from lakes there would be no water, like lakes and caves. I set that to 0, and set the entire biome to ocean, so that the entire place was just ocean monuments with no water, and it was cool. I didn't mean to fall off there, but... Oh my gosh. I can't... Oh wait, no! I actually did that right! Falling doesn't give you invincibility frames! I'm so good. I'm so good at this game. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Minecraft and trying to make videos as a kid. And all of my videos were made by just having a camera pointed at the screen. And I thought I could get people to cameraman, like they have people cameraman in movies. I thought that's just how cameras worked, so I never got the stand set up right, because I just never could. And I was like, I can ask my grandma to just stand there for an hour. That was fun. I like the apple cider brown. I'm gonna give that an 8. Alright. Am I sure I want to quit? Yep. Yeah. Maybe someday I'll do a video going over all of the... I'll get someone to co-host, and I'll go over all of my unlisted or privated videos. I also have an unlisted video that's copyright struck because the was it Wave 2 of the Fighter Pass for Smash Bros. Ultimate, but whenever Steve came out and Sans came out with him, at least I think Sans came out with Steve. I could be wrong. No, Sans came out with Banjo and then Steve came out, but I remember I remember that like the very first match I played was Minecraft Steve versus Sans. And I have an unlisted video of that just because I couldn't send the file over Discord to the people I wanted to show. Alright. I never noticed Villager had, like, camo pants. I always think of... When I think of Villager in this game, I hadn't played him in so long, but I was expecting the red shirt, weird hair one from Smash Bros. That, the base form of Villager. I think he has black pants. You guys know what I'm talking about. I keep expecting him, but it's this guy. And honestly, this guy's kind of cooler. His hair actually has shape and volume rather than, like, the basic me hair. I wanted to hit that banana so much. That didn't trick? Come on. This game is messing with me. Alright. I'll give the bike a 7. Alright, quit. ATV. Oh, that one's not red. That's weird. But I kind of like it. I also got way too good at Wii Golf. Like, I should not have been that good at Wii Golf. But, like, Wii Golf is just good. You know? It's a good game. I like it. Singapore Speedway again. We never get any of the forgettable courses, which is why they're so forgettable. Man, why can't we get DS Mario? That's not the way I'm supposed to go. Yeah. I have so many failed Minecraft survival Let's Plays. And then I deleted the world of one by accident. And I got upset because I managed to find a village and, like, decorate it really well. And I, like, recorded the entire... Oh, I had a... I'm so smart. Definitely. I managed to record, like, an entire video with my friend. And I looked back at the audio. And you just couldn't hear him. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Oh, well. But... And then I did a little bit of mining off camera, and, you know... Based on Alchemy, we all know how that one goes. So, I made a functioning base with another portal. I, you know, managed to do some building with the village, and it looked really good. And I managed to get a really good picture of it. I wonder if I can find that. Um, that is a... That ATV is a 7. The glider is an 8. Alright, quit. And then I had this world that I did a lot of stuff with. But I've lost a lot of Minecraft worlds because I've gone through a few computers. And honestly, one of them wasn't even mine. Like, I was just borrowing it. And I didn't think to back up anything, so I lost a lot when I finally got a new computer. And I currently have a computer that the screen doesn't work. But it is also my editing computer, and it is so slow. But I have it, because when was the last time they made a computer with a CD drive? And I don't know how else. I don't even know if I can still install Pinnacle from Pinnacle Studio 22 from the CD that I have. I do need a desktop PC. If for nothing else, for editing purposes. But yeah, I've lost a lot of Minecraft worlds. Including the one I remember when slime blocks were introduced. Which is, like, so long ago. Like, that's insane. I was playing 1.12 recently. Just for, like, no reason. And apparently, that is before the different types of wood had different trapdoors. Which is just insane. Because spruce trapdoors are like my #1 most used block, probably. I love them. But, yeah. I still have a few really old Minecraft worlds, though, because they were on my, my grandma's computer instead of, mine. Because that was before I owned Minecraft. I should see. I think I think my old Minecraft account got lost in the transfer. Just because I forgot my password, so I tried resetting it and then it didn't work. And I don't know what my password is now. Anyway, 9 out of 10. I love the pink. I love the flowers. Yeah, I've always been a bit of a completionist. Have I? Not really, actually. That's not true. There are a lot of games that I haven't completed because I didn't want to put the time in. Like Wii Sports Resort, I played a lot of. I never got to the end of the sword fighting campaign because I just never wanted to. Although I did recently, and I tried to get to the end without getting hit for that one stamp. And, like, that one stamp. It is just so hard to get. I need to go back and do that. I would show it off to everyone if I got a 100% Wii Sports, all stamps, all pro class profile. Honestly, I want to watch the world record for Wii Sports 100%. Just because I want to see some people be really good at Wii Sports Resort, and I'm terrified that there's going to be one that, like, they just can skip. Like, sword fighting, I feel like that one they can probably skip. Specifically the duel. I feel like there's a lot of ways around that without being good at swords. And I think that's one of the things that Switch Sports did really well. Like, golf, bowling, and Chambara are the only sports that they put any amount of thought into, and you cannot change my mind at all. Because, I mean, like, soccer is kind of cool, I guess. Tennis and badminton are basically the same. Volleyball is just a rhythm game with Wi-Fi as its mechanic. Bike's also 9, by the way. But I didn't mean to hit next race, but, like, bowling works really well, golf works really well, and Chambara is so polished. And I genuinely think those are the 3 games that they actually focused on when making Switch Sports. And, like, it paid off. I love Chambara. And I wish people still played it when they played Switch Sports, so I didn't have to wait for, like, 5 hours every time I wanted to play somebody in a match of Chambara, only to lose because twin swords are so broken and I can't use them. And then it's back to sitting on the couch for 5 minutes waiting for another person to be like, oh, I wonder if Chambara in this game is any good, before apparently winning and then deciding, no, not really. I just want to play sword fighting. Is that too much to ask? Honestly, though, I was a weird kid with that. I never liked playing with Nerf guns. But I had, like, fake lightsabers, and so I would try to, like, Jedi block all of the Nerf bullets. And honestly, I got kind of good at it. Like, I couldn't do it now, but I got good. That's where my original... That's actually, that is probably where my original love of, like, parrying and dodging in bullet hells came from. And then all of my friends would get mad because I'd hit them, and I'd be like, you were getting shot at. And they'd be like, yeah, but not that hard. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? Because none of them ever thought, hey, you know what would be funny if we hit this kid with a lightsaber? Retaliation was in none of their minds. It would have, like, stopped me instantly. Because whenever we did actually play with lightsabers, I would go for the hands until someone did that to me, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But no, they figured that they would just punish me until I got it. No. No, I'm not losing like that. Alright, ATV, I'll give it an 8. Same with the glider. And now... Isabelle. Man, I really should have just taken a minute to format this before stream. Like, that would have been a good decision. But I think we all know a little something about me and good decisions. You know? Actually, I know a lot more about me and good decisions than you guys. And I have to say, I don't think that the extra data really changes the outcome of I do not make them. Why is this route so much faster? Because it feels like it really shouldn't be. But it just is. Man, you know, I was rewatching the Simpsons because I described my genetics as the Three Stooges syndrome, and my mom did not get the reference, so I had to be like, "No, it's a thing from The Simpsons. Mr. Burns has every disease, and they're all fighting each other instead of him." Well, so I made the joke that my genetics were like that, but we were rewatching The Simpsons so I could explain that to my mom, and we saw the episode where Bart goes to France. And I spent the entire episode laughing because, oh my god, he just like me, for real. For real. You know, he went to France, he didn't have a great time there. I mean, I guess I didn't get kidnapped. But, you know. Alright, that is a 9. I didn't get kidnapped and forced to drink antifreeze or get my stuff stolen or anything. That's not what happened. But, like, you know, I went to France. Didn't like it. It also wasn't because my family wanted to get rid of me because I blew up the bathroom. You know. It's a good episode of The Simpsons, too. I just think it's really, really funny that not one single person saw Homer taking this random kid around while the kid had a camera and thought to ask, like, hey, what's going on? Or they did, and when they heard him say, oh yeah, this is a foreign exchange student, you know, we're like, why is he not at school? Why is he in a nuclear power plant? Like, it's... I feel like at that point it's not Homer's fault. You know? Like, yeah, if my son treated me like that and then I got a hold of a kid who was like, wow, yeah, you're very interesting, I would also be like, hey, you want to come see this thing that I do? But it's just it's funny that nobody else was like, hey, maybe you don't. Maybe Homer, maybe you shouldn't do that. And I think it's especially funny that Homer asked to see the whatever it was, and then he was like immediately. I think he immediately recognized that Homer was doing something and fixing it was above his pay grade. Because, like, first of all, how does Homer not know? Like, where Sector 12 is. Second of all, why does he want to go there if he doesn't even know what the thing he's looking for is called? And thirdly, why is there this kid with him who's from another country? I think at that moment it just kind of clicked for Lenny, and he was just like, you know what? It's not my problem. Alright, that bike is a 9. I think we've made it to, like, my favorite vehicles, which makes sense, because we've made it to all of the DLC type characters from when the DLC was, you know, a shocking thing. It's weird that Breath of the Wild Link is first, you know. I forgot about the ATV. Whoops, daisy. Alright, Mario Kart Stadium. 3, 2, 1, go. Man, I think the problem with streaming alone, just playing these games, is I don't have anything to talk about and I just kind of get bored. You know? And, like, when I'm bored, the stream is gonna be boring. I think that's why I stream best when I have other people. Like, I streamed so much of Mario Galaxy 2 for 10 hours, and is it watchable? Maybe. But I had fun doing it. Okay, come on. Why does that count as out of bounds? But, like, this... It's watchable. I feel like it's got a higher production value, a lot more thought went into it. But, like, there's no back and forth. And I'm not doing anything except mindlessly driving. To the point that I accidentally start the next race half the time. When I'm not supposed to have the next race started. Like, that's how little I'm paying attention. Friggin' 8 out of 10. It's good. Glider, I'm giving a 9. I need a stream with somebody else soon. I need somebody who is... I need a new co-host. And probably more of a solid plan for being funny. Because I'm not funny. I will say, this is one of the better cars. Like, the gold framing, the dark blue and black. This is absolutely one of the better cars. Wee Rainbow Road. You know, doing this has made me, I want to say, better at not shutting up. But I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, it seems like it wouldn't be. But also, you know, I've been told constantly that I'm way too loud, but apparently I'm very quiet for theater. I don't know. But yeah, no, I think I've gotten better at speaking, which is definitely good because I do not speak to people a lot. I mean, I speak to people a lot, but it's just very awkward because I don't have anything to say. That turn was bad. So what else? Oh, I recently looked like a little tiny bit deeper into the Pokemon cards, and you know, I wanted to find if there was a shiny Vikavolt card, just because I think shiny Vikavolt might be like Vikavolt is my favorite Pokemon, and it has a really good shiny, and I wanted to see, you know, if the card looked cool. And I couldn't find a shiny Vikavolt card that wasn't like normal Vikavolt, but the card was shiny, and I don't know if they're called something else or what. But like, I, I don't know. I want to see the shiny Vikavolt card. I like the red and green stuff. Anyway, that card is a 10 out of 10. I'm just a sucker for different colored outlines. Am I sure I want to quit? Yes. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. There are so many vehicles in this game. I do honestly think that Mario Kart 8 would benefit from a grid selection system rather than this long wheel. Squeaky clean sprint, that's wave 5, I know that. Soda. Yeah. This is just that one episode of Gumball where he runs out of things to say. Don't get hit by the fan. Why is the fan like that? This song is really good. Which it really probably shouldn't be. It is just the bathroom theme, but it's really good. Why is it so, like, jazzy? You know? You, do you generally think of jazz when you think of bathroom? Because I don't really feel like I do. But, like, I guess, what do I know? You know? Like, maybe bathrooms are very jazzy. You know what? That went better than I expected it to. Alright. That bike is 10 out of 10. Quit. Man, when was the last time I lost a race? I'm gonna turn the CPU difficulty up. Just because it's gonna be funny. Funny is probably the wrong word for it. Oh, haha, I'm playing the game normally. That's hilarious. This list is so long and yet not as long as it should be. I just had a terrible idea, but I don't want to say anything about it. I want to learn to make an ARG. I don't know how I would do that, but I want to learn how and do it. I'm gonna hone my ARG making skills. I'm gonna lure MatPat out of retirement. I'm not gonna do that. He doesn't deserve that. You know what? Good for him. I'm gonna miss him, but good for him. It's insane that that's happening, though. I don't know. I've been a fan for a while. I don't think. I don't even think I don't even think that How Big Is Peach episode was out yet. That is like the best way I could figure to say it without having censor issues. ATV is 10 out of 10. No, it's 9 out of 10. You don't use the gold enough. Glider is 10 out of 10. Alright, sure I want to quit? Yep, on to the next link. Oh, I still have to go through Diddy and Funky and Pauline. Oh, and that's it. Anyway, on to the next link. It's the exact same card, but I said every character. Boy, these courses are really not that random, huh? Wait a minute. Why did I think there were only 7 characters? I forgot Isabelle existed. I was like, wait, Inkling, Villager, Link, me, Funky Kong, Diddy Kong, Pauline? Forgot Isabelle. Don't know how I did that. You know, I've been go-karting like once, and I wasn't good at doing things back then. I feel like that's how I need to describe myself as a child, is I just wasn't good at doing things back then. I mean, I'm not wrong. I struggled to do well in Mario Kart without items. I would just get a bullet bill last second. That was my strategy in Mario Kart Wii, and I thought I was so cool. But I kind of want to try doing go-karts again. I should see if there's a go-kart place nearby. Next week, instead of the stream, just an edited video. I became a professional go-kart player. Racer? Anyway, that card is still 10 out of 10. I mean, I am pretty closely related to a race car driver. I'm not going to say which one because I don't think he would know who I am. Also, he might be dead. I don't actually think I ever got clarity on that. So, you know, not gonna name drop someone like that. But, oh god. But, you know, he's, I bet I'd be pretty good at go-karts. You know, I'm pretty good at driving. You know? A, it's in my blood. B, I learned in, like, the middle of, like, a Midwest winter. You know, ice on the road is a foot thick. Foot an inch? Jeez, sorry. But, like, there's an inch of ice on the ground, not snow, straight up ice. And I'm just out here learning. Yeah, so that's your turn signal. You use it about this early before. Oh man, learning to drive. I have some stories about that. So, one thing that my mom prepared me for was freeway driving. Well, you know, freeway driving is, it's great. It's not. I had a mental breakdown the first time I went, but, you know, I get to my, like, second to last driving school lesson. And he's like, all right, now get on the freeway. And so I get on the freeway, you know, I check my mirrors, I turn my head. Well, apparently my instructor, like, looked away. Or, like, just didn't notice every time that I, like, actually turned my head to check. and see if there was another car behind me. Bike's a 10 out of 10. Every time I looked to check and see if there was another car behind me. So he thought I just wasn't looking at the road, and he's like, look! And I was like, well, I mean, I've been looking, but I must not be looking long enough. So I turned my head, and for about 3 seconds, I'm just kind of staring at the freeway, making sure no cars are coming up. Until all of a sudden I just hear and the car is shaking, and I turn back and I look, and I'm like, oh, I just did that, didn't I? And I'm like half off the road because the lane is starting to go into the freeway. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I was looking and you told me to look, so I thought I wasn't looking enough. And he's like, what the heck is wrong with you? No, he didn't say that. He was very nice. I did think, like, what the heck is wrong with me, though? Because, like, obviously the solution is not to look behind you for a full 3 seconds when going at, like, an insane, like, 70 miles an hour. Like, I'm learning to drive. Maybe that wasn't the best story to go into when I'm trying to convince people that I'm good at driving, but... I mean, we survived, so... Oh, and I was driving a lot yesterday. We had a lot of ice. I passed, like, the same road 3 times that was covered in ice. And every time there was a different car. There was a banana? But every time there was a different car on the side of the road that had been thrown off by the ice. And I didn't manage to, or I managed to not fall off. But yeah. I did almost lose control. See, I'm so good at this game. I wouldn't have done that if I were bad at this game. But yeah. A note to all of you who are new to winter driving. The speed limit is no longer a suggestion. Right? Like, we've all had those days. 9 out of 10. Glider's 10. We've all had those days where we're like, I'm in a hurry, I'm going 5 over, speed limit is just a suggestion. We've all done that. That does not work on ice. You can't do that on ice. Because your car... Oh, I hit next race by accident. Because your car will crash. Okay? Because everybody is going like 10 under, at least. Snow is the extenuating circumstance. It's just, you do not... You know... You do not mess with snow and ice. You do not tempt the fates. But I feel like I'd be really good at go-karting. You know? Like, I feel like I could eat a banana pretty fast. I feel like I'd be good at throwing turtles. You know? Because that's definitely stuff that actually happens in real go-karting. Totally. Why are the, like, creepypasta-style backwards notes in this course? Like, they feel like if I play this song backwards, I'm gonna, like, hear a secret message or something. Alright. This really is just Mario's Kart. I'm giving it a 3. Like, I'm pretty sure all of his stuff is just Mario stuff. My TV looked really weird there for a second. Yeah, I mean, I'll race it, but it is all Mario's. That is, get some creativity. Neo Bowser City. I've heard some bad things about this course, and frankly, I disagree with all of them. This course is amazing. What other horror stories do I have from driving? Oh, I used to be really bad at stop signs. Like, don't ask me how, but somehow they just kind of became such a natural part of life that the bright red sign was just like, yeah, those things are all over the place. Why? Because I wasn't used to driving. And so it's like, you know how you know how sometimes you've got like a picture of a forest and there's like a deer in it, and you know there's deer in it, but you can't for the life of you see him because he fits in, and so your brain's not like, aha, there's the deer. It's like, oh, there's a deer. Wait, I just saw it. Where was it? That is what stop signs are like. Were not are not are were were. I feel like that's an important distinction to make. I do not run stop signs. Were. And I always had someone in the car who wasn't like that. But then also, my mom taught me to stop really... What? I was holding the button! My mom taught me to stop really smoothly, which sounds good until you're, like, far away from a stop sign and someone's yelling at you to stop, stop, and you're like, I am stopping. And they're like, I didn't feel it. And you're like, that's not my fault. Anyway, that's a 3 out of 10. Yeah. Learning to drive is interesting. That's the most flattering way I can describe it. Interesting. Alright, 200cc. Let's go. I don't know why I said that like the rest of the video stream hasn't been 200cc. Mario Kart Stadium! Never seen that one before. I shouldn't be complaining. It's not Sydney Sprint. And I get to do that. Jeez, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to land on the thing. Ow. Alright, yeah, this is one of my favorite courses, Mario Kart Stadium. It's just so... there are so many shroomless shortcuts. And I really like that in a Mario Kart course. Like I said, Kaizo Mario Kart platformer. You know, Mario Kart game, 3 out of 10, both the glider and the ATV. A Mario Kart game where the obstacle is the course and not the other players. Like Mario Kart Wii. Okay. Quit out, and we're on to Funky Kong. Got 6 races left, and then stream is over. Because next stream is when I am doing all of... That is the wrong character. All of the Miis. Start the race? Yep, let's go. Oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. Yes, yeah, I get it. It's Mario Kart. It is indeed Mario Kart. DS Peach Gardens. Wow, fun. I'm gonna be honest, without the Mach Bike, I'm not all that interested in Funky Kong, or Mach Bike, Flame Runner. I'm not that excited that Funky Kong is here. I don't know. I just want Honey Queen. And originally I was like, really, Peachette? We could have had Honey Queen, but I fell in love with Peachette, so I can't really take that side anymore. And Pauline, I mean, I feel bad for Pauline. She's been looked over for so long. So, and I don't know. I like Diddy Kong in Mario Kart Wii a lot more than Funky Kong. Oh, that's probably just me. So, all in all, I don't know. I'd be willing to get rid of any of the 3 characters, other than Peachette, to get Honey Queen. And Diddy and Funky, one of them is the next on the chopping block, if I do get that opportunity. Just, like, why couldn't we have Honey Queen, huh? Also, You know, I heard a lot of leaks, and some of them were shockingly right about Wave 6. But none of the ones from before we knew we were getting characters have characters. So you have to wonder, did they just get a lucky guess? Anyway, the cart is 4. Alright. On to the bike. Did Funky Kong also get Mario's glider? Why are they giving so much of Mario's stuff to people? Like, you'd think your game mascot would at least get unique art, but nope, apparently not. I do love GBA Snowland a lot. I feel like this and Riverside Park really could compete with Ribbon Road as the best GBA course in this game. They just knew what they were doing with these courses. Sunset Wilds is also fun to play in this game. And this is more of a Christmas level to me than Merry Mountain, just because I don't like Merry Mountain. You know, it's a level. It's there. It sure does exist. I have nothing else to say about it. I think I hit somebody with the bomb. Alright. That is a 4. Onto the ATV. Alright, what course are we gonna get this time? N64 Rainbow Road. I think this might be the least fun I have in a race. I've made my opinion on Rainbow Road very clear. It is aesthetically pleasing and nothing else. It's too short. The turns are wide. It's not easy to fall off. You know? And I've just played it so much. Everyone has. Because the spectacle is amazing. And this ATV, I don't know who else uses it, but it does not look as good as it should for it to be used this much, this excessively. Anyway, casual little blue shell dodge. No, come on! What the... That's how I lose it? That's... Yeah, that's a 0. The glider's a 2. Time for Pauline. On to the next race. Hooray! Not on to the next race. Hooray! We're done with Funky Kong. On to Pauline. We get to hear the same section of Jump Up Superstar like 3 times, and it's not in key with the music or to the same rhythm. And, like, I get it, that would be a lot of work. Okay. Down. Really? They're just giving her Mario stuff too? Like, I figure at least she would get something. But I guess if they weren't even going to give her own Disney princess? Nintendo Princess Parasol thing. Rose Gold Peach should have gotten her own parasol. I'm sorry. I don't think Rose Gold Peach is cool. But also, I would totally dress up as her just because, like, I feel like that would be fairly easy to pull off. Don't get hit by the bomb. Just don't get hit in general. Honestly, good advice. That's right, I need to try doing that shortcut, because I know that you can shroomless jump there. I don't know how. Man, someone should learn every shortcut in this game and give a how-to with controller inputs. So that I don't end up doing that. Clearly not me, I guess. Alright, and fireball, 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 fireball. It's going to miss. Every single one of them missed. Really? 2 in a row? I'd come in. Oh, man! 4 out of 10. It works better on her than Diddy Kong. Alright. Quit out. Let's see. Bike's next. Bike's next. Here we do indeed go. There it is. Okay. It's taking forever. Oh, Shy Guy Falls! I like Shy Guy Falls. This is the first place where they showed off how nice they can make crystals look. Although, honestly, I think it works better in Choco Mountain and Mushroom Gorge. They really revamped the cave in Mushroom Gorge, and I really like it. Oh, gosh. Why is Pauline, like, one of the slidiest characters? Right? Like, Morton actually has highest weight in the game. He's heavier than his dad. And he's not this slidey. Like, what's up? Is her hair red? Yeah, looks kind of red. Oh. Ow. You hit the wall. Man, Pauline really had one hit single and made it her entire personality. Like, you come on, okay? Give her something else to work with, please. Because, like, for one trick, fair enough. One trick, fair enough. She should absolutely reference Jump Up Superstar once. But she has, like, a whole other song, too. They're just not gonna reference Honeyloon Ridge? Come on. Is that it? Honeyloon Ridge, or is it Escape? Or is it both of them together? Honeyloon Ridge or Escape? I don't know. All I know... All I know is that that's a 0, 4 out of 10. That's not a 0 out of 10. Am I sure I want to quit? Heck yeah! On to the last race. It's only been 3 hours. How am I still standing? That's right, I forget DK has the yellow thing. Man, never seen this course before. We are just getting doubles today, huh? Like, hang on. 8 plus 7 plus 5 is 20. Plus 2... I shouldn't have done that. I thought I had a red shell. 22. Right, yes. 22 times 3. What is 22 times 3? I just ran over people. Okay. 22 times 3 is 66. Which is less than 96. So feasibly, we didn't have to get duplicates today. Feasibly, we didn't have to get a single one today. Well, no. Theoretically, we didn't have to get a single one today. Feasibly, we were going to get 1 or 2. But this was excessive. That ATV... honestly kind of works. I'll give it a 5. I'll give the glider a 3. Alright. Tune in next time for the Miis. All of them. Hang on, I gotta count now. Because there are a lot of them. There are so many of them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 2 is 18. There are 18 Mii suits. So hang on. That has an extra 8. That has an extra 8. That has an extra 8. So that... Hang on. So basically, each 8 is a row. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8, 64. That is 64, 65, plus 22, 65 plus 22 is 87? Yeah, and then plus 18 is 105. Yep. Times 3 is 315. So by the time this is said and done, we will be at 315. And then I'm going to go through all of the footage, and if there's a course that we have somehow not managed to do, I'm going to race on, like, nothing but that course for a challenge. I don't know what challenge, but a challenge. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. But I'm tired and hungry. And, for some reason, Cyan Inkling, because they aren't named by color, I'm just going to call him Cyan, is sunburnt. Alright, bye.